I'm in my garage. I'm going to attempt to do this as one video with no cuts. Hopefully I'm not going to get any phone calls or anything ridiculous like that. This is going to be about this thing called a Fumoto oil drain valve. It looks like this. I'm just showing you on on Amazon because it's easier than looking at it under my car. But it replaces the drain plug in your car, and it allows you to drain the oil extremely quickly. So this is my 2014 Subaru. I do an oil change on this every 5 weeks. It is a piece of cake, all right? And I put the drain valve in there when I bought the car, and I've been doing the oil changes ever since. So, all right, let's go to it. What I have is this thing that catches the oil, and then I recycle it. Home Depot takes oil. There's a few places that take the oil. I have, my particular car takes 5.5 or 5.25 quarts, 5W30 synthetic I use. I buy the OEM filters. They're about $4 each. I buy like 6 or 12 at a time directly from Subaru. And for years I didn't use this, but I bought this for my lawnmower filter, and it works great on my car. It's a one-way, it catches, wait, let me put this camera down. It's a one-way thing that catches the filter to unscrew it. So it unscrews it very easily, okay? So let's go to work here. I want to have a little bit of light, okay? So let's go for it. So first thing I do is pop the hood. I'm holding this camera, so then we take the dipstick out. Now the oil is warm already. I'm going to wipe that off, all right? Next I'm going to unscrew the cap. I should bring the light up here. That would be a good idea. The reason I unscrew this right now is just to allow the oil to drain a little faster. I'll put that in the same place so I don't lose it. Then I'm going to take the filter off. I'll show you how well this works. So these come in different sizes, but watch. See how well that works? Come on, catch it, baby. All right, there we go. All right, that's it. So we're gonna let that drain a little bit onto here. And then we're going to wipe that off. I typically use a little bit of that oil to lubricate the filter. All right, now we'll get to the part that maybe you came to see and maybe you didn't. Now, I don't even need to put this on ramps because this Subaru is kind of high compared to a regular car. I could just lie down under here. Let's see how low I can get the camera. It's going to take some time, but let's see where we are. Okay, this is as low as I can get this camera. Let me see if I can swing it around here. All right, it's probably going to be as good as I can get it. So what I do is I crawl under here. Right here is the valve. Let's see, can you see? So it came with a little tube that hooks up to here. But for my purposes, I put this facing downhill, and there's a little latch, watch. Go up to the top and pull it down, and there it's draining. I don't know if you can see that, but draining. All right, so I'm gonna let that drain all the way out. And now the question becomes, there are two schools of thought. Some people pour more oil in and let that drain also. I pour water in. No, I don't pour water in. But some people pour oil in. To me, if you got an extra ounce out of dirty oil, I don't think it makes a difference. This car has almost 226,000 miles on it. And I do this every 3,500 miles or so. No problem at all. And I never did that. So let's let that run until it's done. In the meantime, I'm going to go up here and grab the new filter. I'm going to get a paper towel also. And I'm also going to get a funnel. You can tell I'm not in the business because I didn't call it a shop towel. I called it a paper towel. So while that's still going, I'm going to grab the camera out, grab the filter right here, show you this. So again, I can't see. Let me see what the camera's seeing here. Tip this down a little bit. Okay, so right in there, first thing I'm going to do, take a little bit of oil and lubricate this. So a little bit of this. I like to get that whole O-ring, which I'm not doing so well. There we go. Okay, lubricated. Next, I clean out the extra from here, any dirt. Try to go in the threads. Okay, next, hand tight on this. No tools. Spin it on. 2 hands. That's it, done. Okay, now we're going to take the funnel put it in here. And don't forget, it's still opened on the bottom. All right, I'm not pouring anything in yet. Going to get a little bit of crummy oil. All right, no, I'm not. So I'm going to look on the bottom. See if we're down to a trickle. Let's take a look. All right. Not even now, it's dripping. Let me see what you can see here. It's a little drip, right? So there's nothing coming out. If I let that run for another half an hour, it's going to be 1 ounce. So I'm going to close it, the valve, closed. I'm going to wipe it off. The new ones have a little piece, a little clip you clip on, so it doesn't open accidentally. It's never opened accidentally. All right, so I'm going to take this out. And then, just going to pour the new oil in. It's done. So let's grab this. This gets recycled. And we're going to come back up here. We're going to do the 5.5 quarts. So I'm going to take a new container of 5W30, puncture the top. We'll pop the top off of it. I'm always careful to make sure I get all the tin foil off also. There Here we go. All right. Now we're going to pour it in. So the quart, it takes between 5 and 5 1/4, 5 and something like 5 1/2 quarts. It really varies. I usually do the 5, which is in here, a little bit more. And then I let it sit level, let it run, and then I just check it and see. And again, if you overfill it with this Fumoto valve, very, very easy to take a drop out. I've never had that happen though. So now, that's 5. I'm going to take a bottle that I had open from last time and pour in about that. Again, total guesstimate. And the rest of this, take this, clean this off completely. Oop, that's not good. Go back into the hole there. So we're about like at 10 minutes right now. 10 minutes of actual time doing something. We're clear. We're to about here. I don't know if you can catch that with the light. But I'm going to put a little drop more in, but you got to give it some time because there's oil along the side of the engine or along the side, and it'll fill up the rest of the way. So I'm not putting anything major in. I'm going to put in maybe another ounce. So watch. Point this over this way. Show you how much I'm putting in. Virtually nothing. And then, like I said, I'm going to level the car out and check it. Okay, that's enough. So that's it. This is a great funnel. It comes with a little cap for the bottom. So put that on. Throw the top back on here. And that's it. The oil is changed. All I have to do is put the cap back on. It's a cap. Clean the threads a little bit. Make sure the gasket's okay, which it is. Put it back on here. And that's it. I mean, it's about 10 minutes, give or take, with the talking. So in 10 minutes, with no hassle at all. I mean, my hands aren't even dirty. I didn't even wear gloves. In 10 minutes, the oil is changed on this thing. All right, now, granted, every car is not like this. All right, in this minivan over here, you gotta jack the car up, gotta take the tire off on the passenger side to get to the filter, and the filter is sitting right above something where there's no way of taking the filter off, it's upside down, without it getting everything dirty. So yeah, it'll take longer for something like that, but on a car like this, and an Audi has the filter under the hood, awesome. All right, so I'm 14 minutes, according to my GoPro, 14 minutes all in, including starting and making sure everything was synced. So that's it, thanks for watching. And that's the Fumoto oil fill valve, well worth purchasing. I mean, I have one for this Subaru and the other Subaru that we have, because I change the oil in both of those very frequently. All right, thanks for watching, have a good one.